Okay, this is an ML 5-star tier list. During the Origins live stream, they said that they're going to be giving us one ML 5-star guaranteed ticket. So you get to choose what ML 5-star you want. Everything before Farsetti. And I'm gonna give my opinion on what units you should choose and what units you should avoid. This is subjective and it is my opinion. Do as you may with this information. However, if you really like a unit, don't let my opinion sway you from picking what you want. Right? It is a game, you're meant to have fun, but if you want to be competitive or you care about getting the best thing possible for your account, then you listen to the video. That's basically it. So Teiyu, Lua, Pira, and Huayang came after Farsetti. They're really new units, so they are not going to be on select. So just ignore these. I'm just going to go down the line and see what I think about the units. And this is not like a PvE only tier list. I'm taking PvE and PvP into account. I'm gonna start with SPP, the Phantom Politis. This unit is broken, turbo broken, has been broken since launch. It gives your team 20% rage buff, attack buff, slows down the enemy team, push back 20%, dual attack with the highest attack unit. This unit reduces all resource bars by 50%, which includes fighting spirit and focus. Very cringe to fight. Very good in PvE and PvP. If you do not have this unit, pick the unit. It's really easy. Strong unit, pick unit. That's really easy. If you like eating babies and you have a bunch of slow units on your team, you should probably pick up Farsetti. I hate this unit with every fiber of my being. She makes the game extremely difficult to play. She basically will always take the first turn, no matter what, besides one character who I'm gonna put in here soon. Very cringe unit, but she is very strong. She basically lowers, she goes first, and no matter if your units are faster or slower, it's RNG as to which unit goes second, third, fourth. This unit has 100% pre-ban rate on my RTA. In RTA, I hate fighting this. Absolutely hate fighting this unit, but she is pretty good. So if you also want to become a baby eater, pick up this unit. Muna. Oh my god, this unit is also very strong. She's a mage, a light mage, and what she does is she AoE seals the entire enemy team. Basically, if the unit has a passive, like a S2 passive, she takes that shit off. So that unit can't play the game. And it's soul burn, ignore effect resistance. So the enemy could have 500 effect resistance. It doesn't matter. She will seal an unbuffable unit. She also does a high amount of damage with her S2. And she takes a lot of turns with Ethical Scepter, making her spam her S2 to get combat readiness. This unit is also very strong. If you do not have her, just get her. She's not really that good in... She's not really all that in PvE content, but in like Arena, Guild War, RTA, she's pretty good. Let's see who else in the S tier. Zio. This unit has been out for years and he will continue to be up there. Always take the first turn, push back enemy, DFI, damage reduction. He does damage, he debuffs. He's pretty solid unit. And if you are a slow player who needs a fast unit to take the first turn in order for your comp to function, just pick Zio, man. He's pretty good. Very, very good unit. Is there any other unit here I would put in must have? I think out of all these units, I wouldn't put any of the other units in must have, to be honest. Besides Rat. I am biased. I like Rat a lot. If you have Lone Wolf Pira, Rat is like over here. But ever since she got her new EE that gives her 2-turn, that gives her stealth every time she takes her turn, and also in combo with Lone Wolf Pira, if you have her, she is very, very strong. She is super strong. So if you have Lone Wolf Pira, I put her over here. But if you don't have Lone Wolf Pira, you could argue she's down here. But seeing as there are a lot of chunky HP units coming into the meta, so injuring units is also very strong. So with Pira, I would put her over here. Without Pira, I put her. I think I'll leave her over here. Let me just get this out of the way. Let me just put all cleave units in the cleave bracket because it's kind of hard to rank cleave units. For a cleaver, these are the units that you would just pick up if you wanna play the cleave playstyle. Top model Lulika, Closer Charles. This lady, Ashramansa, Elena, Commander Pavel, Daj, Requiem Rowana. I think Requiem Rowana is good outside of cleave, but I'll still classify her as a cleave unit. Or I could put her in the niche there instead because she is not only a cleave unit. Leica cleave unit, Ludwig cleave unit. Yeah, I think that's the majority of the cleave units, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just skim through real quick to see if I can find anything else. Oh, Judge Kisek cleave unit. Well, some of these units are going to get buffed soon. Tier. I don't want to gauge their viability until after the patch because I don't know how strong they will be after, you know. They could either be meta defining or they could just turn out to be the same as they were. So I'm just gonna put them all in buffed soon. So you're probably better off just waiting until they come out in the patch. At least that's what I would do. Just wait until they get buffed and then you could decide after. For these 5 units. So I wouldn't pick them up until after they're buffed. Moving on. I really love this unit. I really do love this unit. But she's kinda ass. She's pretty ass. She's either like she doesn't even have a niche, right? She's just ass. Hold on, let me just move all these units. Like she's just like no one picks this unit. Like I can't like even use her. I don't even use her in arena anymore. Like she's just not a good unit anymore. She just gets one shot. She gets one shot and she doesn't do enough damage or heal enough in order to play. And I really do love this unit, but I'm not gonna tell you to pick Lone Crescent Bellona with your 5-star ticket unless you love the unit as much as I do. Rylet. Rylet is actually, if you like the RNG, I think Rylet is in a decent spot right now. He's either in good or pick if you have the top. If he has Pira with him, I would put him in this tier. But without Pira, I just put him in good because how good he is depends on if they hit you or not. And even if there are units that could kill through miss. So I'd probably put them in good or niche, but I'll put them in good tier since Pira exists. If you don't have Pira, I'd probably put them in niche. If you do, put them in good. A Tywin still a pretty good unit. A Tywin, Sea Phantom Politics together, pretty good, pretty solid. Just a good knight right now. They are better knights than him right now. But if you want to combo your Sea Phantom Politics with Tywin, it is pretty good because he has ignore effect resistance, stun the entire team if he has rage buff, and Politics gives rage. So these two together are very good. I just put him in the good tier. Briar Wish Iseria is kind of I think she's good. I put her in good as well. Like if you hate fighting units that revive, just pick up a Briar Witch Iseria. She could also be used as an opener with Renewed Will. And she could also Soulburn ignore effect resistance. So if you need to strip buffs, you could also use her for that. But that meta right now isn't really like that. It could change in the future. But the fact that she could stop units from reviving is still pretty good. So I put her in good tier over here. So I put her better than these two units. Politica is a very niche unit. She has a kind of shitty base speed, and you need a very, very good gear to make this unit properly. If you're a new player and you want to pick up a unit, I wouldn't recommend picking her up since she's so gear intensive. But if you could somehow get her fast enough in order for her to function, which is like 300 plus speed, or like around that ballpark, then maybe you can make her work. But that's gonna take some insane gear. Design a little bit. In a very debuff heavy meta, I think Design a little bit is a pretty solid unit. S3 cleanses 2 buffs off of a unit, and decreases buff durations off of a unit by 1, and she also increases skill cooldowns by the enemies by 1. So she also does a good bit of damage. And this game is now riddled with debuffs. She's pretty good. When she gets debuffed and her fighting spirit is full, she pushes herself up, gets defense buff and immunity, and then you can just rip S3. She also has a defense break on S1, which is pretty good to help your units follow up and do damage. She's pretty good. I don't think I'd put her up here. I'd maybe put her over here, to be honest. Hi, Penguin. I'll probably put her over here, to be honest, in the good tier. Blood Moon Haste. I still think Blood Moon Haste is very, very good right now. Pretty annoying unit. Kill through miss. You could kill units through miss once they don't have a ton of HP. Very good at Pyrrha. Very annoying to fight. But I think he's still a solid pick. Bellion is also very good. If you don't want to fight a bunch of cringe cleavers, but Soulburn, you want to ignore Soulburn, you just pick Bellion. They can't Soulburn, and she's very good on 3F, very good on counter set, very good on injury set, very flexible unit. So not having Bellion on your account is pretty bad, to be honest, because she's one of those units who has such a unique passive that no other unit has in the game, that she is extremely valuable. LRK right now, I'd put him in the good tier, mainly because right now we have a lot of anti-pen units, and he doesn't really do as much damage. Imperial, Elnav, Diane, 50% anti-pen. He doesn't do as much damage if those two units are on the board. But if those units aren't there, he is still a very good pick with his nuke S3 and immunity. He's still pretty good, but he's not as good as once up, in my opinion. Araminta. I I could put Araminta in equal tier. Very debuff heavy unit. If you want to make the enemy team not play, this is a unit you pick. She is pretty good at overloading the enemy with debuffs. But since cleansers are so like, we have so much good cleansers in the game right now, she's not like at the top here, you know. If we had less cleansers, she would be really good. Like, should be like up there, but we have cleansers. We have a lot of them. Spectre Tenebria. This unit is really good in PvP, and you could get her for free in if you picked her from your Moonlight Blessing. But this unit right now is like no play. This unit sees no play. The only thing she sees play in is PvE. So I'd probably just put her in niche. She's a good PvE unit, but if she didn't have that status, she would just be horrible. And she's really hot. She's not good in arena. She's not good in Guild War. She's not good in RTA. She's just really just an abyss slave. But you know, maybe when we get new content, she might gain back some value. But as of right now, as of the 30th of March 2025, she is pretty bad. Hand Guy. I think Hand Guy is still good. If you need an AoE cleanser support, I think he's pretty good. AoE cleanse, immunity, attack buff. S2 gives barrier. He pushes up himself. He could be built full HP to fight Harsetti. He could be built fast to cleanse your team. He gives your team a barrier on S2. He decreases attack buff from the enemy that he uses S2 on. Pretty solid unit, but there are better replacements than him. They're better units than him in the current meta. Pirate Captain Flan. I think Pirate Captain Flan is actually pretty good right now in certain scenarios. I think I'd put her in niche. She is very good in certain scenarios, but in other scenarios, she just rolls over and dies. To be honest, but she is pretty good. If you like controlling the enemies, you just bomb them. They can't move. You bomb them again. They can't move. You push up your team. She is a very solid unit. The problem is for like new players. There's an artifact that you need to get 100% bomb chance. I think it's called Star of the Deep Sea. You have to max dupe that, and max duping that as a free-to-play player or a new player is going to be very difficult. Even getting it as a new player is very difficult. If you're a new player and you like this unit and you want this unit, just keep in mind that she's not going to be as good without Star of the Star of the Deep Sea. I think that's the name of the artifact. I'll put a picture up on screen so that you could see it. But yeah, she really needs that artifact to function. Maid Chloe. I'm gonna keep it up $150 with you. This unit is not that good. It's not that good. She's only good on accounts where you just stack effect resistance on, and she's still not really that good on those accounts, to be honest. I think she needs to get buffed. Compared to all the other Soul Weavers we have right now, she's like, I wouldn't pick her up on a selector. Unless you really love her. You know? If you love her, you just pick her. Dark Corvus, I'd put Dark Corvus in niche. There's so much injury units going around. Injury, crowd control. He just doesn't really do that well in the current meta. If you are a Guild War enthusiast, then I would say he is a must-have unit. But other than in Guild War and certain arena circumstances, he's not that good, to be honest. So I'd put him in the niche there only for Guild War. This unit is ass. This unit is just ass. He's ass cheeks, butt cheeks, garbage, gabahe. He's horrible. She needs to be buffed. She's just, don't pick her. She's bad, I'm sorry. If she's your waifu, that's rough, buddy. rough buddy. Um, Ruel of Light. I think Ruel of Light is a good unit. Ever since they buffed her, she's a good unit. She could be used on defenses. She could be used in certain setups. I feel like this unit is really good, but not a lot of people pick her, to be honest. I don't know why, but not a lot of people pick this. I think she is solid right now. Would I pick her over any of the units up here? Definitely not. But I think she's decent. She's a decent unit. She can put her in niche or good, to be honest. Imperial in Lanav. I would put Lanav in must-have. She is very good. She's a very good unit. All the anti-pen units, every unit that pens defense, Liar, Senya, Strays, Galililius, LRK, all of those units are like, they're non-existent when this unit is on the field. And she does a good bit of damage, and she also cleanses the team on S3. And gives up the indomitable buff that gives your team defense and effect resistance. Pretty solid unit. If she's not in must-have, she's in over here. But as someone who has this unit, very flexible unit, very good unit, you want this unit on your account. RB. This unit is what you call the anti-cleave king. If someone's trying to run you over, you pick RB. Counter set damage RB. Full damage. This unit is very good against cleave. It's very strong. Especially if the enemy has a lot of squishy units. They kill RB, he revives, and he just nukes. And if they don't die, he has evasion. Evasion and attack. From his undispellable buff. He's a very good unit. I'd put him up here. Like, seeing RB revive is like one of the scariest things ever. Just, oh no, not like this. Specimen says, I really don't have a, like, this unit is just ass in my opinion. I think this unit is just bad. Like, even with his buffs, still bad. Like, I think he's just bad. Like, his damage potential is insane, but like, we don't have a lot of good fun units in the game right now to complement him in particular. So he's kind of just bad right now. Hopefully they buff him in the future, but I would not pick up this unit. Aravi is another unit. This unit needs buffs. This is basically Blood Moon Haste at home, to be honest. Blood Moon Haste stole everything from her and made it better. This unit is starving to get buffed. She is not playable. Like, all I use her in is Ancient Inheritance. But she's not that good anymore. It's pretty sad. So I would say wait for her to get buffed. Because if you pick her, chances are she won't be any use to you right now. Death Dealer Ray. If you do not have Death Dealer Ray, pick Death Dealer Ray. You can also get them for free as a new player. You can get them for free by picking them in the Moonlight Blessing. But if you already use up your Moonlight Blessing and you do not have this unit, pick this unit. This unit is broken. Good. I use him all the time. Good in RTA, good in Arena, good in Guild War. He's cracked. He's a very good unit. And he enables all of your units to become an injury unit. It's pretty good, especially with all the high HP units we have out right now. He's solid. He's very, very good. If you don't have DDR, get DDR. Simple as that. Solitaria. I would say Solitaria right now in terms of RTA. He's like, pick if you don't have her because she counters all the focus units. In the game, no other unit does that in the game. Especially since all of the strong units right now, Poi Flan, Rat, the focus units in the game right now are very strong. She shuts that down and she just perma stuns you. You get perma stunned, you get slowed, you get pushed back. You can't play the game. Very solid unit. If you hate fighting Koi Flan and you hate fighting focus units and you need a counter pick for them, she's very good at stopping. Archdemon Shadow. I think I'd put Archdemon Shadow like at the top of good right now. If not at the top of good, I'd put her over here. Because she has full burn, ignore effect resistance, put seal on her unit, and if I'm not mistaken, she pulls the highest attack unit forward. So she's very good against units, S2 passives that have like evasion or like revive, like Janua, Koi Flan, ML Ken if you don't want him to counter you, Rylet, like units that you just want to take up their passive and kill them. She's very good. Lionheart Sylmia. I really do love this unit as well. But right now, I don't want to put her in bad needs buff, but this unit isn't picked anywhere, man. This unit isn't picked at all. In anything. It's just bad. She's just bad. She needs to be buffed again. It's just not good. I like they're trying really hard to make this unit good, but they just keep bringing out more broken units, and she just keeps dropping down repeatedly. Abyssal Euphine. Abyssal Euphine is really good against certain cleave comps. Then she could cut CR in half. So they get half as less CR as they usually would. You could either run her on full damage, or you can run her on an Aureus protection set build just for her passive. I would put her in good tier. I'd put her in good. Either good or pick if you have all the top. She is still good. Landy has fallen from grace. Landy is barely picked anymore. She's not as good as she used to. She doesn't do as much damage as she used to. She is still strong in PvP, but she is very niche, right? Like even when you're fighting cleave, you don't really pick her because there are a lot of units that just guarantee crit and she just rolls over and dies. Unless you're using her as an Aureus tank. It's not really that good. Dragon Bride Senia. I'd put Dragon Bride Senia up here. She protects the backline unit, giving them a fat barrier, and her S3 does a bunch of damage. That's basically it. She's a very strong unit. You trigger the back unit. If you hit the unit in the back below 50% HP, they get a huge shield, and Senia's ult is now AoE. So she's basically a landmine. She's like, hey, you can't hit that unit in the back, or else I will kill all of you. I will protect my love. She's very strong at fighting cleave and just clearing the board if you want to protect a backline unit. ML Kieran is ass. Straight up, he's ass cheeks. Don't pick him. He's butt cheek. Sorry, Kieran. I would like Kieran to be good, but I think he just needs to be buffed. He isn't really good in anything. You know, some Kieran stands would probably argue that he's good, but like, he's not that good enough. If he gets stripped, he's useless. If SPP is in the game, he's useless. If Mort's in the game, he's useless. Like, he just has too much counter before he gets Ash. You know, it's just rough. Conqueror Lilius is still a very good PvE unit, but not as good as the units at the top. I would put her in the good tier as well. You also get a free Conqueror Lilius if you pick her in Moonlight Blessings. So you could pick her up and use her for PvE content, but chances are the units up here are better. But she is still very good. She's still a very solid unit. If you don't have any of the other openers, she will be the opener you pick up. Sage Bal, very niche anti-cleave pick. Yeah, there's not really much to say about him. All he is an anti-cleaver. he's decent, but he's not like amazing. He's only good in very specific scenarios, to be honest. I didn't even want to say this unit is bad and needs buffs. I think she is niche too. If you need to kill a dark unit, she has it. But it's just she's like, after she kills a dark unit, she doesn't really do anything else after that, and that's even if she gets to kill the dark unit in the first place. She's very underwhelming. I don't want to put her in bad needs buffs, but she is very niche. And our last contender, Strays, I'd also put him in a niche there. Strays is actually good. I'd put him in good tier. He, with good gear, he can one-shot the majority of the hunts that are out right now. He's a tank killer in certain scenarios. Of course, he can't, like, there's certain units that he just can't kill if they have like anti-pen, but other than that, he's still a solid unit. Is he a really good unit in RTA? Not really, but he is very good in PvP. But yeah, this is basically it. This is what I would recommend that you pick up on your guaranteed 5-star ticket. These units, these top units, very good in almost any scenario. These units as well, very good PvE and PvP. If you have these units and you have these units, you just go down the line. And if you have the majority of them, you just pick what you like. At the end of the day, it is a game. If Balluna is your waifu, bro, just pick Balluna, man. It's not that serious. But if you want your account to be better and you want the best unit possible, this is what I would pick. But that's just my opinion. Also, don't forget to tell me your favorite unit in the comment section. If you disagree or agree with any of my opinions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see what you guys think. Thank you for watching my video. I hope to see you all later. Like, follow, and subscribe. I stream on Twitch every day. IamBan999. Twitch.tv/IamBan999. You'll see a lot more Epic 7 content from me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all in the next. Bye bye.